everyone, welcome back to our episode 6 with our dietitian Singyi here and our positive psychologist, which is Yiwen. And today we are going to cover how to stay healthy while being busy. You know, we are always chasing the deadlines, we are always working overtime, right? So there's a lot of questions like skipping breakfast, is it okay? And then is meal prep good or bad, right? And then also there's some people that are having gastric. What is the long term? If we keep this habit for a long term, how does it affect our health? So today we are going to cover all that because building a career is something everyone is facing, right? So what do we need to eat healthy? How do we eat healthy when we are busy? So the first question is, when we went to your corporate training, there's people telling us that, hey, I've been skipping my breakfast for a very long time. Is it okay or is it bad? Because I don't feel any side effect even I skip breakfast. But how important is breakfast to a dietitian?
Okay. We used to, hear people say or elder people tell us that, you need to have breakfast, you need to eat a very healthy and big portion of breakfast, eat like a king, for example. But for me, I wouldn't say breakfast is must. Okay, it depends. It depends. But the fact is, after an overnight fasting, like maybe 7 to 8 hours, actually our brain need energy. Okay, this is fact. Okay, so if for me, I will always encourage people to have their breakfast. Okay, reason being, for better concentration at work.
Okay.
Yeah, for more steady kind of energy.
Okay.
Okay, and also better emotion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I said, after fasted for like 7, 8 hours, our brain especially at a low energy. Okay, so we need to give a supply of energy to our brain especially. But you don't need a large portion of breakfast. Okay, you don't need a like big plate of fried rice with fried noodles, mee goreng, all that kind of things. But you just need a simple one, especially like you mentioned just now, people may not feel hungry in the early morning.
Correct.
Okay, so you just need breakfast actually to kickstart your brain, or to tell your brain that, hey, relax, there's something in. Okay, that's energy for you. Okay, so probably you just need a combination of simple fiber with protein. For example, like you probably can have things like oats with milk or soy milk, or maybe cereals with milk. Or even a yogurt with fruit, or maybe some nuts with fruit, or with a hard-boiled egg, for example. Just as simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say it's not about a habitual culture, okay, but it's for your brain's health.
I see.
Yes, for more steady kind of energy. Yeah.
So that is scientifically saying that our brain still needs some energy waking up to increase our emotion stability also at the same time.
You probably don't feel anything in the early morning like 8, 9 o'clock because you feel like I'm not hungry. I feel that I'm okay, I'm steady. But usually when it comes to like 10, 11 o'clock, that's when brain fog may happen. Yeah, or you may become impatient. Small things become big, for example. Yeah, so it's good to have breakfast to prevent that. And also one thing is, it's for more steady kind of blood sugar. Yes. So imagine if, let's say, you skip your breakfast, and then maybe by the time you grab a chance for your lunch, it's already around 12. Okay, probably at that time you are really hungry. Okay, so if you are too hungry, sometimes it may cause you to overeat later on when you have the chance. So your blood sugar is like up and down, fluctuate. Yeah, so that also tend to affect your mood, your emotion.
I see.
Yeah.
So when you were talking about fasting, are you talking about like the sleeping time fasting? Sleeping time, that is called fasting already.
Yeah.
So 7 to 8 hours we are
because
not
you don't eat anything during your sleeping time, right?
Yes.
That's where your body go into a fasting state. Yeah, but at that time your brain is actually still functioning. Yeah. So you need to supply energy for your brain when you wake up.
I see. What about nasi lemak has considered as a breakfast option? Is nasi lemak a good option?
a good option. Okay, that can be your options,
Okay.
but definitely not every day. Like I
Okay.
said, especially for people who don't used to have breakfast since young time. Okay, it's a bit challenging to ask them to finish like one whole packet of nasi lemak, or even like in Malaysia, always like mee goreng or what. Bihun goreng, that kind of breakfast. Like I said, as simple as a very light snack will be enough for to kickstart your day.
Okay. Then what about, that is for, let's say, working adults. For children, what about children? Do you practice them to eat breakfast?
I'll encourage
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Encourage
Sure,
breakfast.
yes.
Because they need to study, they need to pay attention in their classroom, right? So breakfast will be pretty important for them.
I see. So that's the main source of that day, like the start of the day.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Even do you have anything to add on?
So I think like I quite agree about Singyi say that we don't need a big portions like
Correct.
serve your breakfast as a king. Usually I can't because your appetite haven't opened
Yes.
first. So usually I will like even though me or my daughter, I will like have the oat mixed with the milk,
Okay.
and then mixed with some Milo if you want. Our Malaysia breakfast drinks, mixed with some Milo, and then I will add some chia seed.
Okay. Oh, chia seed is good, right?
Yeah.
I
Good
heard
source of fiber.
Oh, it's a good source of fiber.
So you have oat, you have proteins, and then you have carbs. That is good enough lah. So one drinks for my daughter before she start her class, and then like for myself before I go for my exercise sessions or kickstart my day. So I will do that. But usually we will have a very quite early lunch.
I
So in
see.
between that, if you feel hungry, then you can grab some biscuit or some bun if you need it lah.
Okay.
So if you say that like one nasi lemak, it will be like usually I will take it on lunchtime
Okay.
because it will be very
Heavy.
heavy for me if
It's
early morning.
correct. So I would like to ask also, because breakfast is accounted as one of the most important meal. What about lunchtime? Can I skip lunchtime if let's say I have breakfast? And,
Okay.
Yeah, I
Brunch,
actually would
brunch,
brunch.
brunch. Nowadays we
Yeah,
got
brunch or lunch.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't say breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Okay.
Basically, 3 meals also important.
Okay.
So because 3 meals in combination will give you the nutrients that you require in a day. So I won't encourage skipping any of the main meals. Reason being, like I mentioned earlier, we want a steady blood sugar.
Yes.
Yeah, to supply to your brain. So if you want to concentrate better, if you want to make sure you make a good decision during your work, I mean, regular meal is really important. Yes, you do not have to eat very big portion every time, but make sure you have a consistent supply of energy and nutrients that you need.
Okay. And then I do face this myself in terms of, let's say if I don't eat breakfast and then I've been working throughout until 3-4 p.m. I still not, I was hungry in between, but then after that 1 to 2 p.m. I wasn't hungry anymore until 3-4 p.m. also I'm not hungry. So why does my body don't feel hungry after that period of time? Like some people do tell me that if I don't eat, I concentrate more also at the same time. Yeah, so how does that happen and affect our body actually?
I mean, you mean if you skip meals?
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes I skip meal, I can concentrate better sometimes. And then once I pass by the hungry period, I'm not hungry anymore. Even if I didn't eat also, I don't feel hungry. I don't know what's happening. Is it my body have screaming like surviving mode? Burning my fats.
Could be because like people like now fasting month, right? People fast, body can adapt to that. But first thing also you need to make sure your digestive system is good, because sometimes if you do this too often, it may affect your digestion. It may affect people say get gastric problem. So you may not have problem for the time being. Maybe still young. But I always tell my client, don't take it for granted, because we always do prevention, right? It's good to, make a better lifestyle since young.
Okay, since you were mentioning about gastric, so we talk about a little bit of irregular eating, because just now we were talking about skipping meals already. So what actually happens in our stomach when we skip the meals and experience the gastric pain? I do experience it myself. It's like a cramp. Like for women, right, it's like the period cramp is like it's kind of the same. And then how can gastric develop into ulcer, and how can a busy professional prevent it?
Okay, so basically, our acid production will keep going no matter we eat or don't eat. Yeah, so there's a baseline of acid will be produced throughout the day.
I see.
Yeah. So when we have food can buffer the acid.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So for healthy people, okay, if the protective lining of your gastric is in good condition, it can help you to it can protect your gastric, so you won't feel any pain. Okay, but over the time, if let's say you skip your meal too often, okay, you always don't eat regularly, okay, over the time the acid can actually slowly destroy the lining, the protective lining. So when the protective lining is slowly destroyed, right, the acid can penetrate deeper. Yeah, that's where inflammation happen, gastritis happen. So if we leave it, we don't do anything, okay, like I said, it can penetrate deeper layer. So that's where ulcer can develop later on. Yes.
And then after ulcer, I heard that there will be a hole in the stomach. Is that the thing? Or?
That's what ulcer is.
Oh.
Yeah, then increase the risk of cancer. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. So guys, please eat healthy and please do not skip the meals.
I think instead of healthy, it is about mindful.
Eat regularly, I would say.
Yeah, because your body have given you some signal when you are in hungry, you need energy, but if you ignore it, so means that the mindful part is have been ignored.
And those hormones can go haywire also. I mean the hunger, the fullness hormone can go haywire also.
So you were telling me there's a protected layer in the stomach, right? So how do we build that protective layer again if let's say I already got ulcer?
It's a bit challenging actually. So sometimes you will see those people with gastritis problem, right? It really take time for them to recover.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably can, but it really take time.
Okay.
Yeah, so back to basic, right? You still have to make sure your meal is regular.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I said just now, when you have food can buffer.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so the acid can be so-called like diluted.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where regular eating so important.
Okay.
Some more on top of that, right? Food choices also. Some of the food maybe can increase the acid secretion and acid production. For example, if you drink coffee on empty stomach.
Okay, that is acidic.
Or maybe you eat too spicy food and too oily food. Too
sour
high
food.
in sugar. Sour food. Yes,
sour food also.
Yes, all these can trigger your acid to be produced more.
I see.
So it make the condition more worse.
Is pineapple one of the culprit? It's very acidic, right? Pineapple. It's not very good for empty stomach.
Okay, it depends. If you already have underlying gastric problem, then maybe you don't eat all this higher acidic food with empty stomach.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So is
Good
there
tips.
any like let's say it's people is already facing stomach ulcer, and you say it takes time to recover, right? So what is any special supplement they can take to build the lining of the stomach back?
Okay, at the end, like I said, there's no magic bullet to help that.
Okay.
Maybe medicine, yes, but you have to consult doctor for that part. But for diet-wise, there's no single food that can help that really.
Okay,
Yeah,
not
like I
just
said,
makan then go
Yeah. You need to have a better lifestyle, better eating habit to help that.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's like a long effort lah. So guys, please do not spoil your lining. If not, it will take a longer time to recover, right?
It's a very long journey.
Yeah.
Because it also will create a lot of other issue like your probiotic system destroy, and then you will also apart than the gastric for women, then you have to consider about the hormones, all this and that, your brain health.
Yes.
So it is not. It actually is everything is just back to basic.
Yeah.
Really back to basic.
Yeah, apart from food itself, stress can also
Create the acidic
Yes,
Yes.
make the acid produce more.
Now that I understand, because sometimes I will feel stomach ache like over here, or I will feel like I want to vomit, or a lot of gas is because of the stress. So are we talking about brain-gut connection here?
Yes,
Maybe-
because it's all connected.
So maybe even you can actually talk about brain-gut connection more.
So we make it as a layman language. We have two types of, for the emotion, you have two types of hormone. One called happy hormone. So another one we call stress hormone.
Yes.
Okay, we use this in a layman. So your hormone, you usually have four types. Your oxytocin, your dopamine, your serotonin, and also your dopamine.
Okay.
So if you are always stay, and our stress hormone, we call it as cortisol.
Okay.
So if you always stay in a very high cortisol level, which people say that, oh, I'm no stress, no stress. Sometimes if you go for blood test, the doctor will advise you to go for like this cortisol checkup. Then eventually you can check it when you have blood test.
Oh, okay.
So you may surprisingly, okay? So this cortisol hormone, it eventually will affect a lot of others hormone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when you are so how can you evaluate or self-assess that I'm in a high stress level or my cortisol eventually is quite high? It's few symptoms.
Okay.
First of all, you will start to feel like I'm easy to grab food. When I'm feel stressed, I want to eat more.
Oh,
And
stress
especially like you were so craving about dessert or fast food.
High sugar, high fat food.
So because when your cortisol level reach to certain level or over it, your body, it is telling your brain, okay, you are in a surviving mood. So you need more energy to protect yourself. So it will subconsciously to take more this kind of high
High calorie,
oily, high calories foods to make your cell body to keep more
to
energy.
save your body.
So your subconsciously you will find out that your weight maybe will have increased and you can't stop
I
sometimes.
see.
When you reach another higher level, you will turn it to like you say you are in a surviving mood already. So before that is preparation. That is a surviving mood already. You will refuse to eat.
I see.
I don't want to eat. I'm stressed.
No appetite to eat.
No appetite to eat. It because the stress level has reached to certain level. So we put it as a mathematics. If your cortisol level is a negative emotions, that it will be reached to very high lah. And then if your happy hormones, the four types of hormone, is a positive hormone, so your negative higher than your positive, what will happen? So it will create mental health issues.
Wow, that is a very good insight, because we have never knew like why people do stress eating, because I myself cannot understand it. You know, but I do see people say, oh, I want to eat ice cream now, I want to eat this, I want to eat that, because I'm maybe like during breakup season, like when you're very stressed, very depressed, you just want to eat. But then now we know that actually it's connected with psychological well-being, like our brain, how our brain works with the guts. Wow, that is very interesting to know. Okay, so now we have talked about gastric and also irregular eating. So we also want to cover on like overtime. When we didn't get enough sleep, the next day you have to go back to work, right? So then a lot of people is drinking coffee a day. Okay, this is like a very common topic on is it okay to drink coffee? What is the accurate amount that people should drink in a day? Yeah, because I do see my brother, he drink 3 cups a day. If not, he will be grumpy. He's dependent on the coffee during the work, during work or even lifestyle. Yeah, I went out holiday with him, right? And then he was like, I'm very grumpy if I don't get coffee. Yeah, so she went and get coffee.
Okay.
So
It's an addiction.
Yeah, it is an addiction. Is it good or is it bad? How does coffee help us, and how can we prevent this addiction?
Okay, so frankly, coffee itself is not a problem.
Okay.
Problem come when you develop the dependency. I mean, when you're really dependent on coffee. It's not a habit, but it become something that become a must in your life. Okay, so like you mentioned just now, your brother. Okay, when
He doesn't
take coffee, then he cannot start his day. For example, so this is what we call coffee dependent. Okay, so some people when they have this kind of we say if let's say you ask him or her to stop coffee totally, they will have withdrawal symptoms. For example, like become very irritable, okay, headache, very low in mood, brain fog, for example. So these are all the symptoms. Okay, why? Because actually for coffee, right, what happens is after we take, our body will our body will have we put in a simple words, our body will have chemicals, okay, to make you sleepy. Okay, but when coffee is there, okay, it blocks the sleepy signals. Okay. That's where coffee can make people alert. Okay, but when you are depending too much of coffee, okay, your body work hard to compensate that. Okay. So you will find people will jump from 1 cup to 2 cup, 3 cup, and 4 cup because your body is already adapts to it.
It's like mutant, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where dependent happen. Okay. So for people who want to reduce coffee, we usually don't ask them to stop suddenly. Yeah. So they can cut maybe every 3-4 days at 25%. So from 4 cups a day we reduce it gradually. Yeah. But before this condition happen, I would advise people to actually, if can, try to stick to no more than our maximum, not to say maximum, our requirement for caffeine is no more than 400 milligram in a day.
Okay.
So for example, maybe a 1 regular latte always give us around 100 to 150 milligram. It depends on which brand you go for, which type of coffee bean. Okay. So in general, we will say 1 day no more than 3 cups.
No more than 3 cups.
Even though you don't feel anything, okay, you feel like I can still sleep even with coffee, but the sleep quality probably will not be good.
Correct.
Yeah. And we know, especially for people who are under stress, caffeine can actually amplify the anxious.
Yes.
Yeah. So because nowadays, right? Everyone is stressed also, right? So if you take coffee to actually, when you are sleepy, you try to use coffee to wake you up, or when it's sleeping time for you, but you want to continue your work, and you use coffee to actually boost it. Okay, it actually can make your body become more stressed. Yeah, so you can see the whole cycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like just now, what Yiwen was telling us that the stress hormone is the cortisol, right?
Yeah.
So when we drink coffee, it amplifies it, and then it's acidic some more. It's like gastric plus stress.
Yes.
So everything is all connected.
Yeah.
So drink with a accurate amount, not too much and not too little.
And
right?
I will always advise like those my clients who are having like the anxiety or anxious issue, it will be better if they cut down the caffeine.
Yes.
Because it's not only coffee, it's also like the tea, chocolates,
some
because
energy
it is
drinks
going to affect your sleep. It is very obvious.
Yes.
And those who are having like the you always feel easy to anxious, very sensitive, always stay in an anger mood. Eventually, your sleep is a very main key point. If you want to reduce those symptoms, it will be better if you have a good sleep. And everything is linked one, your gut and your brain, because they are work together. And a lot of papers that maybe we can present it later, that it has reflect and tell you the fact your stomach is your second brain. So taking care of your two very important brain, it always back to basic. And if you have the habits like I want to have coffee more to boost my energy, to work more, but at the same time you may forget like you have distract your mindful.
Okay.
About how can I take care of my body, how can I listen to my body. Your body try to deliver the message to you and you ignored it.
Yeah.
And at the end, you have like certain ill chronic diseases and you will feel like, why like that, this and that. You have to spend more time and it will have to cost not only medical cost, it will also affect your health. So
More stressful.
feel back to it. As which Singyi mentioned, more stressful, and eventually you just have to back to very basic. Listen to your body and be more mindful about your eating, about your meal. And some people will say that, I'm still young, you know, but honestly, you will see that it's a lot of like the stroke cases, dementia cases, Alzheimer cases is actually started when you are 30s.
Yeah.
So what are the effects when, let's say, this person is already very, very addicted to coffee? What is the long-term effect other than maybe the sleep quality is not that good? So when sleep quality is not that good, we do know that it affects a lot of other long-term diseases already, right? But if let's say we are just focusing on just coffee, if you drink coffee every day like water, right? So what would happen to us?
Okay, first, the gastric is the main issue. Yeah, especially if you drink on empty stomach, okay, definitely it will affect the acid production or that. Okay, second thing is if you have a excessive amount of coffee, plus if you are not taking enough of calcium, so it probably can affect your bones health.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so like we always mention, okay, if one thing happen, it doesn't affect only single matter, but it affect overall, being your mental health or physical health. So don't take it for granted if you don't feel anything right now. Because anything excessive is not going to be good for your body.
Oh, one more thing I would like to ask about alcohol. Is alcohol acidic? Like people drinking alcohol, do they experience? Because I do have a friend that said that he got a stomach in a hole. He had stomach ulcer first, but he didn't stop drinking alcohol, and he kept drinking, and that's when his stomach has a hole. So I was just thinking if alcohol actually affect the lining of the stomach.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and also it also trigger more acid production for alcohol.
I see. That's something that we didn't know because alcohol doesn't taste acidic. So we didn't know that alcohol is
And when
acidic.
you have stomach issue, eventually like your friends, eventually it's increase the risk of this cognitive decline.
Okay.
Yeah, because the probiotics, the stomach, it is a circle. And I think the most common symptom, it will be the anxiety. The anxious level will increase and it maybe cause him to have this anxiety, issues. So you have to take note about that. And if you have like, other than that, or maybe the mild one, you will have anger issue. So don't play, okay? Really don't play about that because you thought that it's normal, I can take it, but you have forgotten when you have to pay the price. The price is actually
your health
quite high,
and
you may not able to pay it. And we see that it's a lot of young, the mental health or physical health is actually getting more and more younger.
Correct.
And I think the recent research on the paper is about the dementia. It has to, the age, we thought dementia is supposed to be like 50, 60. No, nowadays it's actually 30s, you start to have to see the symptoms already.
Okay.
Yeah, so really back to a very baby step and a simple step, you have to back to very normal. Like Singyi always mentioned, back to regular meal, your food, you intake. We are not saying that this you cannot take, that you cannot take. You can take coffee, but it's really
in moderation.
In moderation. You can reduce it, okay? Because if you want to have a good mental health to achieve your ambitions, and that it should be a long term. It shouldn't be a short term.
So at Wellbeing Psychology and Nutrition Center, they do emphasize on nutrition and also psychology. So a lot of people, they think that psychology is just a one thing. Like I fix this, then I'm done. But actually no, you have to start from the habit first of nutrition, regular eating, mindful eating that we are trying to emphasize here, mindful eating, and then also taking care of your well-being and using positive psychology on how to transform a difficult situation into a more of a positive on how to create a solution for it, right? So psychology is not just psychology, nutrition is not nutrition. Nutrition is connected to the psychology part lah. So we emphasize on brain-gut connection. Okay, so next we are talking about meal prep now. Okay,
I love this topic.
Meal prep. Okay, so again, I will take my brother as an example.
Okay, how your brother?
he's a very
He's going to comment to you.
okay, he's a very fitness guy. Okay, so he very take care of his whatever he's eating. He wants protein. He only less carbohydrate, a lot of proteins, and he doesn't a little bit of fiber also at the same time. So it's a balanced diet. But what he does is something that I was curious if it's good or bad. So what he does is every time he come home, he will cook 1 week of meal. And every day he will be eating the same thing because he's a fitness guy. He want to eat the same thing and then he just go fitness. He has a little bit of, he's scared of getting fat because last time he was a little bit plump. So people was telling him that he's fat, but he doesn't want that anymore. So is meal prep good? Like you prepare a week and you just froze it and then you just take it out. And he just cook one dish, one dish and then he eat it for the whole.
Okay.
Yeah, is that
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, you want to already say that.
Whoa.
we put aside how he does with the meal prep. I mean, in terms of type of meal, type of dish that he prepared. But talking about meal prep itself is actually a good strategy, a good approach. It's a good approach. Yeah, many people thought that cannot, once I freeze it or once I store it in fridge, it's considered no good for health. It will be a lot of maybe cancerous elements there.
Correct.
But it's actually a myth. Yeah,
It's actually a myth.
yeah.
Okay.
So it depends on how you store it, how you reheat it.
The secret is there. Okay.
Yes, you can cook it and then you can, let's say you store it separately, like Monday, Tuesday,
Correct.
Wednesday, then you put it in a sealed container.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you put it in the fridge. You can store up to like 4-5 days, the best. Okay,
4,
but
5
no more than 1 week. I would
Okay.
say. Yeah. Okay. So then after that, whenever you need it, you just reheat. Yeah. Reheat becomes a problem if you do it repeatedly. Let's say for one container, okay, you reheat once already, then you store it back. Then you reheat second time, third time.
Using the same container then.
Yes, it becomes less healthy.
Okay.
So if you store it and then if you reheat it once, then it's okay. It's actually okay.
Oh, it's actually okay.
It's actually a good way
Oh.
for people who wants to watch out their diet.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
can save money also. You
Yes,
just cook
yes.
one week of meal.
Yes, and especially for busy people. Okay, sometimes when we are busy, when we are stressed, we are quite I mean, it's always our struggle, like what food to go for during lunch, for example. And sometimes when we are stressed or maybe we skip our breakfast, for example, we tend to crave for higher calorie food. Yeah, our food choices become less healthy in a way. But with prep meal, right, you already prepare whatever there, then you will just eat. Right,
I see.
so your food choices become like more healthy in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you were saying storing in a container, do you care if it's glass or plastic? Glass container or plastic container?
Okay. For me, if we use glass, okay, it's very much convenient because when you want to reheat it using a microwave, it's direct.
Yes.
Yeah, but no matter you go for glass or plastic, make sure it's properly sealed.
Properly sealed. Okay.
Yeah.
Properly.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I mean, in terms of nutrients, the nutrients won't lost during your storing process.
Okay.
If you make sure your container is sealed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the reheating method? Do you use microwave, oven, or steam? Yeah.
Okay. If you have the microwave, I would say this is the best method because the reheating time is shortest.
Okay.
You probably need like 1 to 3 minutes to get it heated, right? So that's the best method and the most convenient way.
I see.
Yeah. If you have no microwave, then steaming is another method. Yeah, we just don't want it to be like boil in very high temperature then for a longer time.
I see.
Yeah,
Then
so
the-
microwave or steaming, it is fine.
Okay.
Oh, it is fine.
Wow, this is good tips.
Yeah, good tips. Okay, and one more thing is, okay, this is my mom. Right? So she always say that once you cook the meal, if it's still hot, you cannot put it in the fridge yet. So is that a myth or is that Is it true that it needs to let it cool first before you store it?
The rule is make sure you store it within 2 hours after you cook, because you don't want the bacteria to multiply.
Okay.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter to actually store it when it is hot.
Okay.
But after you cook, maybe the steam oil is still there. You can let it cool down for maybe 15 minutes, then only you put in the fridge.
So it doesn't matter actually.
Yeah.
All this while.
So make sure you store it within 2 hours after you cook lah. Same thing for sometimes like people like myself. Sometimes I cook more during dinner, then I will sort of stock up the leftover to take it as my next day lunch.
Okay,
that works also. But make sure, like I said, you store it within 2 hours after you cook.
I see.
Yeah, we want to prevent the contamination, the bacteria.
Of course, the food cannot be touched by saliva yet, right?
Yes.
Then you have to faster store it.
Yeah.
Okay, then we talk about leftover food. Okay, my colleagues was like, my mom cannot let me eat leftover food because the nutrients don't have, and then they say that if you put it in the fridge, there will be bacteria, blah, 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 those kind of things.
But during festival, we always have leftover food.
Yeah.
But it's same like meal prep.
Okay.
As long as you store it properly and you reheat it properly, then it's fine.
It's
Same thing, you don't keep on like repeatedly reheat it. Maybe you store it the day before, then the next day you just reheat once, then you finish up the next day, then it's fine.
We are talking about freezing, right? Freezing it, right? Okay, then we cover a little bit on some debunking on the myth lah. People saying that put the rice into the freezer so it lower down the glucose. Is that true or is that false? If let's say a person want to lose weight.
It is true.
Whoa.
It is true. It will help to lower down a bit the carb content.
Okay.
Yeah. But but definitely we don't need to take it for granted. If let's say you assume, okay, the carb content is lower already, so I can take more, so eventually the effect will be the same. So, but then if you maintain the same amount, but you put it in the fridge and then the next day you take with the same amount, then yes, consider the carbs content will be slightly lower.
Okay, just slightly lah.
Yeah.
Slightly.
It's good maybe for those people who want to make sure they have low GI, lower carb. Then that could be one of the ways. But I wouldn't say it will be very significant. If you are the big eater and if you think that you can use this approach to lose weight, then definitely it won't help lah.
Okay. So we also talk about meal prep currently in this topic. I was just thinking about the rice, basmati rice and normal rice that we eat. If let's say a person want to do fitness, let's say got a high blood sugar, diabetes, is basmati rice, brown rice also. I heard that brown rice, basmati rice and normal rice, which are the healthier option actually?
Okay. All these are sources of carbs. Okay, we need that. In terms of the difference, okay, basmati rice has lower carb content. Okay. For brown rice, the fiber content will be higher if we compare relatively. Yeah. So I will say at the end, it's still back to the amount, the quantity that you take. Yeah. So we compare, let's say, white rice and brown rice. Okay, the carbs content is similar. Just that the brown rice give you higher fiber. So when the fiber is higher, it gives you more fullness, and the fullness may last longer because of a higher fiber.
I see.
Yeah, so it's good for people who want to control their weight. Okay, brown rice will be a good option. Even for normal, like healthy people, also brown rice is a better option because of higher fiber. It's good for our guts health also. Yeah.
Okay, now
then basmati and white rice is maybe for those people who want to watch out their blood sugar. For example, those people with diabetes, they want to sort of control their blood sugar. Then maybe basmati rice can be their option. But still, at the end, it depends on the amount, how much it takes.
I see. Okay, one more thing is, let's say we cook vegetables. Some people, they say like, you just blanch the vegetable, then the nutrition will be there. But if we boil it too long, then the nutrition is not there. So it's cooked vegetable and uncooked vegetable nutrition.
Okay, because I believe that there are types of vegetables that is not really palatable if we don't cook it, right?
Yes. Correct.
I can't imagine that if I want to eat a raw broccoli, then it will be like, quite challenging.
Yeah. So if you still need to cook the vegetable, you cook, but make sure not in prolonged time.
Not a prolonged time.
The shorter the better. And sometimes even if you steam it, it's actually a good way.
Steam it is good. I see. And then also people do try to replace the rice with broccoli, the cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because cauliflower is just fiber, if I'm not mistaken.
Mainly
right?
fiber.
Yeah, so I think it will only be full just a little bit that time. Then after that, it's not.
Okay, fullness is one thing, but the other thing is what about your carb content, carb intake?
Yeah.
What about your glucose? What about the sugar, the energy for your brain?
Yeah, our body eventually you need 20 to 30% about the carbs to support your brain.
Your brain even is small, it maybe utilize at 20% of the total energy of you in a day. Yeah.
I see. Even do you practice like a leftover food? Do you practice keeping your food into the fridge?
I think that I'm not that kind of people. Like I enjoy food so much. Honestly, that is one of the reasons we can be partners because she never stopped me to eat any food, but she will tell me like how to modify it. So I don't like
overnight food
because I want to try the new one. Just a simple reason. But of course during festival season you are going to eat at the restaurant, you get a lot of nice food which you can't finish it at one time, so usually we will have leftover food lah. So for me I'm okay about that because it's just like just on and off once in a blue once in a blue moon. It's not like regularly practicing. So for me it's because I just want to have something new. So I just cook like ngam. If not enough, then I just add one more fried egg, steamed egg, that's all.
I see.
So I don't like leftover food. It's not because leftover food not good. It's majority for me is because of I just want new food.
Like various.
We also not encourage people like go for leftover food. Is because like Singyi mentioned, the way that you reheat the food, and you will see like sometimes some elderly like with one dishes they will like reheat
many times.
Few times. Then it. First of all, the taste also tastes less. Not so delicious anymore.
Yeah, the texture is really
and then other than is the bacteria. It's really not good about that. So you don't want to, save some money and then cost you to have
pay higher at the end.
No point, right?
Yeah. Okay, so now we thought meal prep already done lah. Okay, so what about those people that has supper? OT, right? After having coffee then
reward.
Yeah, the reward is our supper, right?
My burger, Ramly burger, my Indomie. With double egg.
So is eating late at night automatically unhealthy, or does it depend on the portion and food choices? If someone finishes work late, what would be a healthier supper option?
Okay. The timing is not really a big issue.
Okay. Timing.
But it depends on how much you eat and what you eat.
Okay.
Yeah. No doubt at night time, your body is going to rest. Even your gut also the same. Okay.
Correct.
So if you have a heavy meal, for example, like what she mentioned just now, all big meals, it's going to strain your gut also.
Understand?
So we don't encourage big meals during supper time.
Okay.
And especially if you want to watch out the calories you take in a day also, if supper is something like additional on top of your normal meals, then it can actually give you extra calories, especially if you eat a very big high calorie meal. So for supper, okay, I know many people were not going to agree with me if I advise you to go for something like for example, maybe
Sandwich at night.
咸料.
Okay.
I mean, if this is going to be a habit kind of thing, like every time you have to finish work late, then those sandwich, a lighter meal, for example, milk or even like milkshake can be your options. But if you are talking about once a while kind of supper you want to enjoy, definitely you can go that kind of meal. You choose the food that you favor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Mee Indo.
Yes.
Okay, what about, I'm curious.
Okay.
What about if I want to take a supper? Okay lah, very traditional lah. We got Maggi. Maggi, add eggs, and then I have 2 pieces of small green leaf over there. And then I may add some sausage over there. So it will be a more healthier choice. Can you imagine a bowl of the meat?
I can imagine already.
The
I'm
curry,
hungry now.
the Maggi curry with an
Okay,
egg.
depends on what you compare with. If you compare with the one whole set of fast food burger set, then maybe this would be a
Better option,
lighter option.
Really?
Compared to, and it depends on what you compare with. If you compare with those fried Hokkien mee, the whole portion, then this would be a better one, a lighter one. Yeah, so that can be an option, especially if you choose those soupy one. Yeah, and the better way is you add on those protein, fiber, and then without finishing the soup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can still
So
enjoy.
no Sing Ramen, Sing Ramen quite challenging.
Yeah, because imagine you are going to sleep already, then you have all those high oil, high sodium. Yeah, next day you are going to have water retention, for example.
Okay, so do you have a period of time that I need to
Eat
distance? Eat before I sleep. Yeah, because I do. Okay, I had this habit last time. When I eat, then I went and sleep. Take a nap. For lunchtime. Then when I do it continuously for about 1 week, I start feeling like there's a lump here. A lump like a gas. Like I can burp, but I cannot burp it out. So I went and asked the doctor. The doctor said that there's a lot of gas in the stomach. So what did happen in our body?
Okay, with light meal before your meal, maybe like 2-3 hours at least.
2-3 hours.
So you give the time for your gut to digest, for the digestion to be like sort of complete.
Okay.
Before you go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, you imagine after food already, the food is still going through the digestion and you lie down.
Yes.
And especially for those people, if they have acid reflux problem, then it's going to be worsen. Yeah.
So what is the difference between acid reflux and gastric? I thought it's the same thing. They say what the 高流
Yeah, gastric reflux is because we have sort of sphincter, if I'm not wrong, over here. So it will help to control, because normally it will be closed. So the acid will not
backflow.
Okay, but when it frequently have acid reflux, people will have more acid production. The acid go back here, right? It will sort of destroy this door.
Oh no!
So when the door is open, then you will keep on have acid reflux.
So I will touch and go lah.
Yeah. So maybe your throat, your lining, the whole lining of your digestive system will be affected. Yeah.
That's
So
why.
it will be more difficult for people to get healed from their gastric problem.
I see. So acid reflux is just a effect from gastric.
Yes.
It's an effect lah.
It's a package. It's a package actually. It's a package.
Okay, totally understand. So, like what Singyi said, we need to have a window of 1 to 2 hours, is it?
2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours before bedtime when you eat. But once in a while, I think should be okay.
Yes.
You can enjoy your Ramly burger.
Yeah. That's why actually there's no 100% perfect way to be stay healthy.
We also not encourage our clients to go in that way, because you still have to enjoy your life.
Yeah. So I always tell people 80-20 lah. So 80% of time you choose those healthier way, more nutritious way. 20% you go for whatever you enjoy. Yeah.
So to make your life is getting more joyful and enjoy your life, but don't find excuses, say that I want to enjoy my life. The 20% increase to 40, that is not so good. Okay.
So over here, we do not forcefully ask a person to change. We modify it.
Modify and regulate it. I would say that you have to regulate your emotion. You have to regulate it. You are not always stay in a positive mood. There is no people over there. Okay. It's okay to angry. Okay. It's okay to worry, but don't too much.
Don't too much.
That's all. Yeah.
Okay. So just now you were mentioning about fast food. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So that time,
I love it.
Again, we went to the corporate training under Singyi and also Yiwen. Yiwen has talked about fast food versus street food, right? Yeah. So the question is, Is fast food necessarily worse than street food, or does it depend on the hygiene and preparation? If we must eat fast food after work, how can we order smarter?
I also
okay.
need to know about that.
Yeah.
Okay, fast food in terms of hygiene and safety, why definitely is more promise compared to street food.
Correct.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay, but one downside about fast food is it's always
The
high
fried.
in calories, high in sodium,
Okay.
and low in fiber.
Oh, yeah, low in fiber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
there's no
that's the
veggie, ah.
thing.
Oh, got like lettuce.
Your McChicken
Few
got.
pieces.
You can, nowadays you can customize it. You
Want
can add
more
more
lettuce,
pickle.
ah?
You can add more pickle for your
More
Big Mac,
lettuce.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
But
so-
if you say that fried chicken, I don't see any fiber over there lah.
So that's the main thing lah. But for street food, that we can see a fresher kind of ingredients, cooked freshly. Okay, but maybe hygiene is another concern. Yeah, so there's good and bad between these two.
Okay.
So if you have no other options but to go for fast food, my advice is if this is a very frequently you have to go for this option, then maybe instead of fried, you go for grill. Nowadays, even
GCB like that lah.
Yeah.
Okay, McDonald's GCB grilled chicken burger.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Mac
So-
spicy.
And no upsize, even though it's more worth it, but no upsize.
No upsize.
Yeah, because I believe after work already is something additional for you also.
Yes.
Yeah, so try to go for the non-deep fried. Okay, no upsize. And what else? Maybe for the drinks.
Yeah, the drinks.
Okay, go for 0-calorie one. It's either, you can either go for plain water, or
Okay.
the best is if you can choose an a la carte over the set.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
So
you're
if
right.
this is a frequent thing, like I said, 80-20 principle.
Okay.
So if this is happen sometimes only, then definitely you can enjoy whichever
set.
you want lah. Okay.
So I'm
But
the second option. I
If
will,
it's-
healthier, and then after
if
that,
let's say like one
full
week
set.
you need to you need to go for this fast food for like many times, then yes, you go for a better option.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's no perfect things. Okay. So we just choose whatever better under certain real life constraint.
Correct.
And I would say that it's about balance. Like me, I'm really a fast food people. I love fast food. So if you ask me, the I eat French fry without Coke, or I eat fried chicken without Coke, I feel like
Something lacking.
or serve with a plain water, then a bit sian.
Yeah.
So I will always like endure it. So I will delay my satisfactions. I maybe make it like, if I feel like very very stressed, I only will did it once in a week.
Once in a while.
And when your craving have served already, especially like I love KFC. I can't deny it. I love it so much. So when you go for KFCs already, I just enjoy the full set of the snack plate. Okay, 2 pieces of fried chickens, my mashed potato, my coleslaw, and then my Coke. And then you will start to feel it's enough. Because you have the habits, every day you are not going to take so heavy the
Yes.
foods. So it's enough. Once I serve it, so I will wait until like next week or another 2 weeks. So another 2 weeks later, if I'm still craving about that, but not so, I will delay again. So it's really about it. That's why we keep mention about mindful. It's really about how do you connect with your body.
Correct.
So it is okay to be unhealthy sometimes, like Singyi mentioned 20%, because it is also part of your mental health. You have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy different fruits, so you will love it. So if you are too scared, you have too much restriction, eventually it will increase your anxious level. So that is also it always go for balance. So when you are able to like a tango, so when you find the ways already, it will not so difficult for you to modify it or manage it. And don't control it. I always say that if the more you want to control, the more you'll bounce back. You will take more. Okay, you stop. Don't. Then once you take it, you will take even more, and you will lose control. So don't control it. Modify it, or you try to regulate it, or even though you can manage it. Just find a balanced way.
Okay. I think that's a very good advice. So I'll just ask you a very short, this is like a game question of like, if today you would able to choose fast food and street food, okay, which one would you choose?
I'll choose fast food.
Yeah. I mean, it's very human. Everyone has its own preference, right?
More convenient.
Yeah.
Right?
What about dietitian?
Wow, this is a very heavy questions already.
It depends. It depends. If I have option to go for street food, then I will go for street food. But if not, then fast food sometimes can be my option also if I want something fast, convenient.
I see.
Yeah. So
And it also depends on country lah, okay? Depends on the country. If you are in Cambodia, definitely you will be better lah, okay? So depends. It's really depends. So you don't like die go into one way lah. So sometimes you have to do some modification. If you ask me, if I have a chance, then definitely I'll go for fast food. I truly love fast food.
If between the fast food and the street food, the particular store you see the hygiene is no already, definitely you go for fast food. You won't really like go for street food, right?
But if the street food, like if you go for like Penang, you go for Gurney, then of course you go for street food.
Street food.
So as a positive psychologist, I don't know if this is linked or not, but I would just like to ask, what makes fast food so addictive that people would really keep on going back to fast food?
Delicious.
Street food is also delicious at the same time, but what?
I think the way they design the food and also the marketing.
I think the marketing, the scheme, like for me, is because I love KFC so much. It's like I grew up from a very
memory.
It's a memory because when our generation, you only celebrate birthday or you have certain celebration, then you will only go for fast food because fast food at our generation is labeled as a luxury food, you know. So street food normal lah, okay. Street food, go pasar malam, then you can get it. So it is like a memory, recall memories. And honestly, for me, is also I truly enjoyed it. So I love it. So it just continue. It's just like I'm not going to have like twice in a month. Twice in a month is a maximum already. But I enjoy the environment. So I can like, because food is not only food. Food is also for you to create the connection between humans.
Correct.
Like my daughter, she will only eat fast food with me. So in between that, we will, she like McDonald's, so we will buy the toys, and then we will discuss, oh, this is so cute, and this so you don't take food as like some things that is going to like something to be very boring. It's really something can help you to build the connection.
And I think it's unavoidable. People used to label food good and bad.
It's same as emotion.
When you label it as bad, people tend to
crave,
have
anxious.
higher craving, higher craving towards this kind of bad food, because why not I try? It's bad. Okay, lagi I want.
The
more I want.
right?
I think that's one of the reasons also.
So don't we are very focusing about right or wrong. I always say that sometimes it's not about right or wrong. Of course, beyond legals, and majority is about suitable or not suitable. If you feel like you want to enjoy your life, then of course you cannot like lost control everything. So you just want, that is too aggressive already. But sometimes it's really, why not?
Yes.
Just enjoy your life, enjoy your food. I think it's a very good tips, because for me, I also learned a lot from Singyi today.
Yes. And today, before we end this podcast, what kind of advice would you give to our viewers about like skipping? We have talked about skipping breakfast. We have talked about gastric. We talked about work stress, meal prep, fast food, late night supper. So what kind of good advice would you actually give it to our viewers today watching this podcast?
What kind of good advice?
Balance.
We
always come in this conclusion.
There's no really best food or worst food. It's all about balance. So don't have to avoid certain food forever. You don't have to. Just make sure you don't really eat it too frequent if that's not so nutritious one. Then
just
enjoy
your life, and then find the balance. And the most important is like create the food with your connection, the mindful eating. I really love that concept, and it is really practical. And from that onward, you are start to aware about your body, about your mental health, about your physical health. It's really benefit to you.
Like even keep on mentioning like mindfulness is really important. Okay, eating regularly is one of the way to help the mindfulness part also. So if you can't do anything on your current diet, for example, like you cannot cut down this and that, just make sure you eat regularly first. And don't ignore any signals that given by your body.
And that is the way you love yourself.
So this is how we are going to conclude the podcast. Hopefully you have learned a lot of things with our dietitian Singyi and our positive psychology with Yiwen, and we will hope to see you in our next episode. Bye bye.
Thanks, Yuan. Yes, bye.